Just give me a second, guys, before we start the stream here. Just give me a wee second. So basically what this video is about is, as you can see in the title, it's about scalpers. Right. Basically, my point of view is it's a fucking joke. It's a joke. And I'm sure anyone that will be watching this video would agree with me that the scalpers charging 3 times the amount of money, 3 times the amount of money for a console, 3 times more than the retail price, is a joke. But I just want to say that I seen a thing on YouTube earlier. Someone was streaming, and pretty much what it was is they were saying that there was robberies. Scalpers were getting robbed. Now you get these YouTube streamers and they say, don't rob the scalpers, don't rob the scalpers, but if they're doing what they're doing, they're asking to be robbed. Because in my opinion, I think that, if a scalper is willing to charge you, the price is like, give me a second here, give me a second. I'm going to show you here exactly what I mean, So we'll get this up. We'll get the original price up, okay? We'll get the original price up. This is what you should be paying for a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox One X, whatever console you desire. So let me see here. PlayStation 5 is out of stock, but I need the actual price of it. So I'm going to look for the PS5 price, which I'm correct, it should be around, yes, so £449, okay? £449, as you can see, for the PlayStation 5. And then Xbox One X is around, I think, the same price. Sorry, Xbox Series X, my bad. Apologise if I'm wearing the glasses. The reason why I'm wearing the glasses is because I've got a big nasty stye in my eyes. So, this is the reason why I'm wearing glasses. So, if I looked at the Xbox One X, it should give me the price here somewhere. No, let me see if I can get it. There we go. Price of the Xbox One X. So £449, same as the PlayStation 5. So my point being, right, we'll go on eBay here. Now you've seen the prices, £499 for both consoles, the Xbox One X and the PlayStation 5. Okay, so we're going to type in the PlayStation 5 on eBay. And this is what grinds my gears. As you can see, this is one. This is one. £1,020. Who the fuck in the right mind is going to pay 2 times or 3 times the amount for a fucking PlayStation 5 at that price? Now bear in mind, £449 and scalpers are coming in buying all these fucking consoles and charging us. That's one price. It gets really, really, really ridiculous. Like, I'm going to see if I can find someone here. Sometimes you see ones that've got boxes upon boxes of them. I don't know if I'm going to find any here. There you go. There's another one. £1,050. £760. £500. That's one bid. That's just one bid out of bids. £800. Right, that's the PlayStation 5. And I'm going to get into the rant here in a second because it has to be it has to be said. So Xbox One X, Series X. I think I just should have called it something else because there already is an Xbox X, and they've copied the name, just put the series behind it. But yeah, so as you can see, the Xbox Series X, £800. As you've seen before, it was £449. Bear in mind, same price as the PlayStation 5 retail price. Okay, £700, £700, £720. You know, £640, £560, £690. You know, it's a fucking disgrace. And, you know, I think, you know, the scalpers are getting robbed. Scalpers are getting robbed. And, you know, when they're doing this type of behavior, they know the risks. They know the risks of what's going to happen. They know that, you know, it's going to happen. You know, they're taking that chance. You know, they're doing someone over 3 times the price of the original payment that you would make on retail. So this is a thing that I found on a website. Console scalpers are reportedly being robbed by fake buyers. Now, this is a city, I believe, called Toronto over in America. And, you know, as you can see in America, it's like $1,300, $1,200, which is pretty much the same prices as we are getting, but ours is in pounds. Okay? So as you can see, you know, people like myself, people that are hardcore gamers, you know, and as you can see here, the PlayStation 5 is out now in America, and just one day from releasing in the UK, which of course is already released. But it hasn't been easy for people to get their hands on one. Limited stock and messy pre-orders window have been further compounded by attempting to launch the next-gen console in the middle of an unprecedented pandemic. As everybody knows, we're going through a pandemic at the minute, the whole world is, and it's quite sad. But hopefully by springtime, as our government is telling us, by springtime they should be able to have it completely under control and have people sort of back to, you know, normal life. But that's another subject for another time. These warm-hearted chums of humanity are hardly the most popular folk in the world right now. These are scalpers, by the way. After multiple reports of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, scalpers charging hundreds, sometimes thousands, more for the next-gen consoles. The gaming community has widely condemned them for being selfish buttheads. Well, that's a nice way of putting it. I say they're fucking cock-sucking leeches, but yeah. To be clear, my use of the word butthead is putting it mildly. Yeah. But I'm not really allowed to swear on this website. In an unexpected turn of events, it now seems as if certain scalpers are actually being robbed of their next-gen consoles, as reported by the Gamer Police in Toronto. Canada have issued a warning that numerous reports of robberies have been received by the department from people selling game systems. So, as you can see there, you know, as I'm going to go back to what I was saying, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with anyone being robbed, but in the end of the day, you know, human rights and all that there, you know, people's, you know, way of being treated fairly. How are you fucking treating someone fairly if you are robbing them of wanting a console? Hardcore gamers that game, you know, and you're robbing 3 times the amount. You're asking for it. And you want my opinion? I don't give a shit. I'm glad the scalpers are being robbed. Because if it was me personally, and I was going to meet a scalper, and he was trying to sell me a console 3 times the price, bear in mind that, you know, the original price of £449 or $450 or $460, you know, I'm going to fucking, you know, he's not caring how I feel. So why am I going to care how he feels? If he's going to walk up to me with a console, pretty much look at me like, fuck your feelings, give me the £1,000 or give me the £970, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to look at him and I'm going to say, mate, you've got a fucking choice here. You take the £449, I take the console, I walk away, or I strip you fucking naked, take the console, give you nothing, and walk away. Because, you know, the argument that I have is if he's going to try and be a fucking leeching, profit making son of a bitch, then I'm going to teach him for trying to pretty much extortionate me, if that's even a word, because it's extortion, what that is. You know, these rich fuckers that has thousands of pounds and they're using the pandemic and they're using, you know, people that's hardworking, people that is out there working their ass off, throwing the hours in to make their wages that they make. They've waited 4 years, 7 years, whatever it is of lifetime, and they're having scalpers coming in on lunch day, and every time the consoles drop, what's Sony doing about it? And Sony, if you're watching this here and you agree with what I say, you can maybe send me a free PlayStation 5 console, you know. But you're selling your products, you're meeting your stock market. But how do you think your customers feel that's bought them? Yes, they're happy because they're making a profit off of the console that you have made. They're making 3 times the amount of what you guys are selling the console for. So how are you making the money? If you wanted the consoles to be sold at that price, fair enough. But I haven't seen any articles from Sony saying that the consoles are going to be sold at £1,200 or £780 or £890. Same with the Xbox Series X. It's a disgrace. It is a complete disgrace. And in the end of the day, everybody knows scalpers are assholes. They're money leeching, grabbing fucking assholes. And, you know, the fact that they are sitting behind their computer screen and they're using bots, you know, and it's unfortunately scalping nowadays is that advanced that websites don't have the power to remove them. Now, I know in America they have a bot and it's called the Octobot. And the Octobot basically fights the scalpers bots. So people in America have a bit of a fighting chance. So anybody in America that's trying to buy a console every time they're out to sell, make sure you add the Octobot extension to your browser, whatever browser that may be, may it be Opera, Chrome, Internet Explorer. Make sure you add the Octobot. Unfortunately, the Octobot is not available in all regions at the minute. So, you know, for the rest of the world, we're screwed. We have to deal with it. Now, it isn't just gaming consoles they're doing it with. They're also doing it with the new graphics cards. Everybody knows NVIDIA has brought out new graphics cards, and also AMD. You've got the RX 6000, and then you've got the NVIDIA RTX 30 series. So you've got the 3060, 3070, 3080, and of course the monster, the 3090. Scalpers have bought them out too. Scalpers are paying, you know, the money for the 3090, which would be like £1,300, £1,400 for the RTX 3090, and they are selling that card for about 5,000, 6,000 fucking pound. That to me is an absolute disgrace, and I'll even prove it, because you'll be able to see here exactly what I'm talking about. So RTX 3090 price, and here we go. So the RTX 3090 price is so in America, See if we can get it on the NVIDIA website or on this. So we see here. So yeah. So the RTX 3090 24GB GDDR6X PCI Express graphics card is 500. So 1,589, 500, say 1,590 pounds. 1,590 pounds, okay. So I go on eBay. Watch how much they're selling it for on eBay. It is a fucking disgrace, in my opinion. It's wrong. It just kills it for gamers. So you're seeing it here, 1,589.99 eBay. That I can agree with. That I can agree with. That's okay. That's okay. But there is guys that, you know, are charging a lot more. A lot more. There's an example. £2,699. They're selling it plus £30 postage. 1,960. And that's just the 7th bid and 17 hours left. It's a fucking disgrace. 1,550. You know, where's the moral in it? Where's the fucking moral in it? I don't understand it. You know, Xbox. So if I go on, there's a video that I want these guys to see, and this isn't promoting the video. This dude, I want to say, is, you know, he's on point, and I completely agree. I completely agree with what this guy has to say. I do. If I can find him here, I completely agree with what he has to say. So let me see if I can find him. This is him here.
Hey guys, before we begin this video, just want to let you guys know that I am starting a podcast, which should be happening tomorrow as the upload of this video. So as soon as you see this, you're going to know that tomorrow there's going to be a podcast with me and my best friends. We're going to be starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that's up to you guys to figure out what time that is. You can always watch the VOD. I'm going to upload it on YouTube anyway. Anyway, I hope to see you guys there and perhaps make something out of that. And stay positive. Enjoy the video. This is more or less than what I can bear for how long I've been trying to actually get a new console in the first time it releases. But this is 2020 and things have to always just go wrong. For one thing, I do believe that getting into this new apartment is going to take me just a little bit more time. There's some health reasons within my family for I won't go into, but it looks like I'm going to have to prolong my stay here, so that's one thing I'm talking about. And the second thing is that I don't have like a measurer for this. It's probably fucking hard, so I can kind of understand, but the fact that I can't get my hands on something that I actually saved up for and I really want and I now can't use it. But listen, it's not like I'm spending my money on the PlayStation 5 this time. If I can't get the PlayStation 5 now, I'll get it later. It's not a problem. I just hate the concept of somebody buying it offline in bulk so that they can resell it at a...
As you can hear, listen, this point here,
higher jacked up price. It's scummy and it's terrible, and it may not even be illegal, but it's just terrible, and I hate...
And on that point, it may not even be illegal, but they're extremely throwing them prices up. In my opinion, I don't think it's fucking right. I think it should be made illegal. Because does the law, may I add, not state that extortion is illegal? What they're doing with gaming consoles, adding money on top of the retail price, is extortion. So where does the justice come into that? Where does the law come into that? I'll leave it for you guys to decide. but we'll listen on to what he has to say.
Seeing it, and I don't like seeing it, and there's no way that either I or any of you should be buying from these people at all. Do not fold into peer pressure. Do not give them the cash because you really needed that device. You can wait. You just gotta have patience and distract yourselves from everything. You can wait. For the Xbox owners, you get a Game Pass. I'm sure you can tie yourself over on your One X. And for those on the PlayStation 4, like myself, Miles Morales is on the PlayStation 4, and though it may not be as beautiful, it's still there. Though we won't be able to play Demon Souls, I don't know if I said Dark Souls, but Demon Souls, man, that game looks so good. I really wanted to play it. But that's just gonna have to wait. And honestly, I want to know how you guys feel about all this. How do you feel about Scalpers just ruining everyone's day when they want to get something? So I'm gonna be here for a little bit longer, and I'm gonna be helping out with more of what needs to go on here. The house is being like constructed on, like the kitchen. I'll be playing Spider-Man. I'll be playing Octopath Traveler. Oddly enough, I've never finished that game, but I will. And maybe on the side, when raids come up, then I'll be playing Final Fantasy XIV. I don't want to just stick to one genre, obviously. I want to be able to spread my wings and fly. So I'm going to be playing a whole bunch of games on stream, and if you would be so kind to join me, and perhaps help boost the stream so that it can be something that I can do more than just like 3 times a week.
I'm making this video because I have not complained and bitched and moaned this much in the past 10 years. You might disagree. I know I complain a lot. But getting a PS5 is a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare. I've been up 24 hours off and on. I've been right here, right when it turns the time to get it, and immediately it goes away. Immediately, within like a millisecond. And first I was mad at Walmart. Not Walmart's fault. First I was mad at Best Buy, Target, all those guys. I'll tell you whose fault it is, as you probably saw in the title. It's the Scalpers' fault. There's these dudes sitting at home, chicks, that have this little bot thing. You know, I'm not a computer genius. That can grab 100 of them at once, and it's a nightmare. I'm old school. I'm almost the oldest generation of video games. Okay, I grew up with a Nintendo. I know there's Atari, but I've grown up with video games my whole life. I've never had this much trouble in my life getting a system, ever. It's a nightmare. It is absolute hell, and I want to prove it to you right now because Walmart is dropping it at 6. I want you to see the clock. You make 10,000 off selling 10 of these PS5s. That's what I call jinxed money. It's jinxed. The best documentary I've ever seen is The Jinx. Okay, best true crime. But anyway, I call it being dursted. His name's Robert Durst. It's great, but it's that money you make is dursted and jinxed. Okay, when you fuck somebody over to make money, that money fucks you over. I just want you to know that. I don't want scalpers to die or anything, but I do want you to understand that you were jinxing yourself. That money is bad karma. Blood money is not blood money, but if you kill people for money, that's blood money. But it's jinxed. So I hope you enjoy that jinxed money. It's jinxed.
Oh,
do you have anything to say to any of this? And then my girlfriend has to listen to me fucking whine and bitch.
It's been nonstop stress.
I do have a girlfriend, which is great. But, you know, after you're talking to each other for an hour's on end, you want to go fucking play a video game. And, of course...
We both love video games.
Yeah. You love Horizon Zero Dawn 2? I loved it. First one, I didn't beat it. But I love Souls games, can't play it. This is not okay. And it makes me feel like an idiot. A loser, a fucking moron. It makes me wish I had got famous and rich before now so I could afford this. You know, afford 3 times what it costs.
Or get a job at one of these corporations.
It hurts. Dude, I did everything. I hinted at
What is up, fellow gaming boys and girls? Aside from the news that Twitch has been holding my money for about 2.5 months, I've got some fucking fantastic news, and that is that a bunch of scalpers are about to lose a bunch of money. Today is the official launch of the PS5. Yesterday was the Xbox One X, and as I kind of predicted, the PS5 is definitely the more popular console because you know it actually has exclusives and whatnot. Um, sorry, my hair looks like shit as per usual, but this time I have an excuse to just get out the shower. Um, this guy and a bunch of other people, obviously, I've seen them all over Facebook because I'm a boomer and still use Facebook. All over Twitter. We've got, you know, these guys who used a bot to purchase a shit ton of consoles. This guy, Mike underscore Fechtner. I don't fucking know, dude. He's a dumbass. He says, fuck your feelings. Digital 900, disc 1100. Tap in. Now, here's the thing. These aren't shoes. The PlayStation 5 is not a shoe. It's not a limited product. So this dumbass who went out and purchased, at the very least, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 14, what's 14 plus 14? Shit, 28 plus 28. I'm just going to use a calculator because I dropped out of high school. All right. It took an embarrassingly long time, but he spent, you know, a couple thou on 43 PS5s. Now, here's the thing. This guy says plenty more units available. This is only today's shipment. So this guy dropped thousands of dollars on PS5s using bots to pre-order the systems. Now, that in itself, you're already a fucking scumbag because you're trying to resell them. However, you're also a fucking idiot. You're just dumb. These aren't shoes. They're not limited. It's not like a fucking clothing drop where they're not going to make more. The whole fucking video game industry is predicated on making more consoles. They have in 2 weeks, this guy's going to be like, fuck, man, I'm down bad. My investment was fucked up by like the fucking libtards on fucking Twitter who were mad because I said fuck your feelings. But realistically, the truth is that this guy's just stupid. Like, anybody who's scalping these. Now, scalping like one where it's like, oh, I got it and I'm trying to flip it for $900. It's like, yeah, I understand, but you're still stupid because in 2 weeks these are going to be totally like not readily available, but they'll oh, there's another cough on the meter. They'll be relatively easy to get your hands on from GameStop or Walmart or Target or Best Buy. Like, there's no world where this guy makes all of this money back because no one cares that much. You know, I see people complaining on Twitter talking about like, oh, I didn't get one, but it's not like their world ends because they didn't get one. You know, they can play Demon Souls in a few days and in 2 weeks when that shit drops, and that shit being more PS5s. This guy has dumb bitchitis. Every scalper has dumb bitchitis. And I genuinely feel sorry for them for having to wear a helmet to sleep. Because you're fucking stupid. So, see ya.